Welcome to Rico's Reading Room. Today I'll read a Thanksgiving book called Duck and Hippo Give Thanks. I know you'll love it. Duck and Hippo Give Thanks by Jonathan London, illustrated by Andrew Joyner, creatively read by Rico. It was almost Thanksgiving, and the leaves were still tumbling. Hippo was raking the leaves into a huge pile and dreaming of a good old-fashioned Thanksgiving. A white blur flew through the air and plopped right into the middle of Hippo's pile. What was it? A head popped up. It was Duck. "Duck! Duck!" cried Hippo. "What are you doing?" "I'm jumping into a pile of leaves," said Duck. "It's fun. Why don't you try it?" "I'm trying to make the pile all nice and tidy," Hippo said with a huff. Just then, an apple fell on Hippo's head. Bonk! Hippo rubbed his head, polished the apple, and handed it to Duck. "For you," he said. "Thanks, Hippo," Duck said. "Speaking of giving thanks," said Hippo, "tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Let's celebrate together." "Yes," said Duck. "I'll help, and let's invite all of our friends." To get ready for the feast, Duck and Hippo went shopping. Duck said, "I want to ride in a basket." She grabbed food as they zoomed down the aisles. "Whee! Faster!" squealed Duck. Then Duck jumped out and Hippo squeezed in, but the shopping cart wouldn't budge. And when Hippo tried to squeeze out, "I'm stuck!" cried Hippo. "No problem!" boomed the elephant. He lifted Hippo out. "Thank you, Elephant," said Duck and Hippo. And Duck invited him for Thanksgiving. "Delighted!" boomed Elephant. Hippo wanted some crusty bread for their good old-fashioned Thanksgiving. So Duck and Hippo got in line at the bakery. Turtle was ahead of them. "You go first," said Turtle, "and take your time, take your time." "Thank you, Turtle," said Duck and Hippo, and Duck invited him for Thanksgiving. "Terrific!" said Turtle. By now, Duck and Hippo were so hungry. They went to Pig's Pizza, and they each ate a slice of Pig's special pizza of the day. "Thank you, Pig," said Duck and Hippo, and Duck invited her for Thanksgiving. "Yummy!" cried Pig. "I can't wait." Back at Hippo's house, Hippo said, "Oh, there's so much to do for a good old-fashioned Thanksgiving." So Duck went out and gathered leaves. She just couldn't help jumping in. Hippo went out and gathered pumpkins. "Quack-a-doodle-doo!" cried Duck, sitting on a pumpkin. "I laid an egg." Then Duck gathered acorn squashes. "Let me help you, Duck," said Hippo. Lastly, Duck and Hippo gathered apples and headed back inside. But they bumped into each other at the door. "Whoops!" Hippo bowed and said, "After you, dear Duck." Then together, they decorated the table with leaves and squashes and perfect little pumpkins. When they were done, Duck did a dance on the tabletop and sang, "Ta-da! See you tomorrow," she said, jumping off. That night, Hippo went to sleep and dreamed of a good old-fashioned Thanksgiving. Before Duck went to bed, she told their friends, "Let's make something special for Hippo." The next day, Hippo was busy. He baked a good old-fashioned maple pie and a good old-fashioned pumpkin pie and a good old-fashioned acorn squash. And his house filled with a good old-fashioned smell. He couldn't wait for his good old-fashioned Thanksgiving to begin. But it was getting late. Hippo looked out the window. The full harvest moon was rising over the trees. Night had come. But where, oh where, were Hippo's friends? "Here we are!" cried Duck, and they all piled into Hippo's house. "Sorry we're late, but we were all finishing up a special surprise for you." "I wonder what it could be," thought Hippo. Hippo's friends each had something to offer. Turtle brought Chinese egg rolls. Elephant brought sea cucumber sushi. Pig brought pizza napolitana. And Duck brought peanut butter and jelly tacos. Surprise! This is not a good old-fashioned Thanksgiving feast, thought Hippo. But then he looked at the smiling faces of all their dear friends. He spread his arms wide and said, "Welcome, and thank you for being who you are." "Hooray!" everyone shouted. Then they all gathered around the table and held hands. Duck and Hippo gave thanks for their friends, for being together, and for sharing nature's bounty. "Let's eat!" cried Pig. And it was a big, happy Thanksgiving feast. The best Thanksgiving ever! When they were done, Duck said, "And now let's go outside and jump in the leaves. Whee!" The end. If you like my video, please hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you. Have an amazing day. See you soon.